Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last class we have discussed about the various kinds of law. Okay, in this class we will discuss about the new concept which is called rule of law. Rule of law is a quite new concept, okay, which are mainly related to the law. What is meant by rule of law? When all the citizens are equal in front of law, that is called as rule of law. Okay, when all the people are considered as equal in front of law, so that is called as rule of law. We will go forward, say rule of law, this is one of the unique features in the British Constitution. This is quite different feature. Rule of law is quite different feature, okay, which is quite unique, which is quite different from other. So rule of law is quite unique feature in the British Constitution. Okay, the word rule of law is actually first it is originated from the French press. Okay, in French press, the word rule of law is originated first from the French press, which is called law principe de legality. Okay, law principe de legality. So this is the press. Okay, from this, what is meant by the law principe de legality means the principle of legality. So rule of law is a main concept. First it is originated from the French press, which is called law principe de legality. So the principle of legality. So this is rule of law is quite unique features in the British Constitution, and the rule of law is first originated from England. Okay, in Europe only this concept has originated from the Europe. Okay, so this concept is originated from the first point, which is England only. Many countries have adopted the rule of law. Okay, first England have adopted. After that, USA were also adopted this concept, which is called rule of law. So rule of law is nothing but this is the concept which is originated from the England. When all the people are considered as equal in front of law, when all the citizens are equal in front of law, that is called rule of law. Children, nobody is superior than law. Okay, nobody is superior than law, so every person have to follow the law. That concept is called as rule of law. So rule of law is purely based on the principle of general law. So this is mainly based upon the principle of general law. What is called general law means general laws are those laws which are applicable to all the persons and things in the society. This law, the law which are applicable to all the person, the laws which are applicable to all the thing in the society, that is called as general law. So whenever the laws are applicable to all the person and thing in the society, that is called general law. Here rule of law is also based on the principle of general law. Rule of law means what? Same principle. When all the people are equal in front of law, that is rule of law. General law is also applicable to the same principle. What is general law? These laws are applicable to all the person and thing in the society, that is general law. Rule of law denotes uniform equality for all the citizens. So rule of law explains that all the people are uniform and all the people are equal in front of law. So rule of law resembles that equality. Okay, it resembles the equality. In the other word, if you see that, so the government treats the citizens equally in front of law. So government is treating all the citizens equal in front of law. So that is called as rule of law. So government should treat all the citizens equally. Government should not make any favor. Okay, the government should not make any favor, and the government should treat all the citizens equally. That is called rule of law. Okay, when all the citizens are equal in front of law, rule of law, and government should treat all the citizens equal. Okay, that is called as rule of law. Now take an example. Government as well as administrations of any particular state, okay, they should carry in accordance with the law. So they should carry their activities, they should carry their administrations, everything should be in accordance with the law. Okay, so whatever the government as well as administration department, whatever the roles are there, so government as well as administration of the particular state, what they should do? They should carry in accordance with the law. They should carry their activities in accordance with the law. Similarly, the main object, what is the main object of the rule of law is the government should not arbitrary. The government should not arbitrary. What is meant by arbitrary? Based on random choice, selecting randomly or personal choice. Okay, whenever if you are selecting randomly or due to the personal choice, that is called as arbitrary. rather than any reasons or systems. Whenever if you are appointing any person or if you are electing a person for a extraordinary position, then based upon systems we have to follow. Okay, we have to follow the reasons as well as systems. Based upon reasons and systems we have to follow, but randomly we should not select, or due to the personal choice we should not adopt. Okay, the government should not, even though in the cabinet meeting also the same thing, randomly we should not select, or due to the personal choice we should not select. So based upon the reasons as well as systems we have to select it. So here also, main object of the rule of law is the government should not use arbitrary. Arbitrary means they should not make the random choice, or they should not make their personal choice by their own, but they should follow the system and they should follow the reasons as well as they should follow the systems. That is one point. And they should conduct and they should implement. Okay, whenever the conduct and implementing is done, that should be done with a proper procedure. Whatever the laws are there, that should be implemented in a proper procedure, and that should be authorized by legislature. Okay, that is the point. Okay, so here the government should treat all the citizens equally. The government should not favor any particular citizen. Okay, so this resembles that all the people, whenever the government treat all the people equally in front of law, that is called as rule of law. So what we have discussed in this point. Now one more point, last point we have to discuss, violation. Rule of law, whenever the people are violating, then suppose when the people are saying that I will not follow the law, or normally everybody are equal in front of law. So normally if any persons are not obeying the law or violating the law, so violating the laws leads to the severe punishment according to the rule. If anybody violate the rules of the law, then severe punishments will be given to the person. So once again we will discuss rule of law. Children, this is one of the important features of British Constitution, and these are mainly originated from England only, and many countries have adopted the rule of law. Okay, England and America, these are the two countries which have adopted the rule of law. These are mainly based on the principle of general law. Rule of law is also based on the principle of general law. What is called general law? Rule of law means when all the citizens are equal in front of law, that is rule of law. General law is also the same thing. General law means when general laws are nothing but those laws which are applicable to all the person or things. Now rule of law denotes uniformly applicable to all the citizens. So rule of law denotes that all the uniformly that should be applicable to all the citizens. In the other word, if you see, the government should treat all the citizens equally in front of law, that is called as rule of law. Here government as well as administration of particular state, whenever they are carrying their administrative activity, they should work in according with the law. Okay, they can't act by their own. So government as well as administration should work in according with the law, and main object of the rule of law is government should not arbitrary. Government should not arbitrary in the sense selecting randomly without implementing proper plan, or selecting due to the personal whims, etc., without having any systems or reason. So that is one point. So while conducting and implementation of rule of law, proper procedure is important. Proper process and procedure is important, and that should be properly authorized by legislature. Violation of this law, whenever the violation of this rule of law can provide severe punishment to person. That is one point. Children, thank you very much. We will continue the same topic in the next class about same thing, rule of law. So up to that, thank you very much everybody.